Sup YouTube world. On this video I wanted to share one of the tips from the Lord, right, that I received. It's about putting the Lord or your higher self back on the throne of your inner kingdom, right? So I was just thinking about this yesterday, right? It's a bit like the Game of Thrones of your inner kingdom, right? Like when I say our inner kingdom, like you can imagine it, you can imagine the inner kingdom, our inner kingdom, as like not just inside our body, right? Like there is an energy field in and around our physical body, like it's almost like aura, right? I think that's one of the best words we can use to describe that energy. There's an energy field around your body as well, right? So you can assume this part of you, this part as the inner kingdom, right, including your physical body, right? So generally for most people, the physical mind is the one that or it seems like the physical mind, or our physical mind is the one running the show in our day-to-day lives, right? So there will be all will be well in your inner kingdom, right? Although the physical mind has a very limited perspective of life, and also you probably live a very limited lifestyle, right? So our physical mind, this one, right? Our physical mind assumes that it's in charge, right? And just sits on the throne of the inner kingdom and just runs the show, right? Just assuming that's in charge. But as you get to know yourself more, right? As you understand more and more about yourself, your true self, who you really are, as you understand the concept of the higher self or the Lord or your God self, right? You realize that there's another layer above you, right? Above the physical mind, right? Or there's another aspect of you, another bigger, much bigger and broader and a very limitless aspect of you, right? Also within you, right? So the rightful king of your inner kingdom, of our inner kingdom, right, is the Lord or your higher self, right? Or your God self, or soul even, right? Whatever you want to call it, right? So it's our spiritual self, you can even say, right? So we were meant to be, I mean, the higher self is the one that's supposed to be in charge or in control or in the ruler of the inner kingdom, right? It's not supposed to be the physical mind. So in my own experience, right, whenever I tried to attempt to put the Lord back on the throne, right, whenever I practice the two steps of staying close to the Lord and practicing more of that, right, or trying to install the two steps program within me, right, trying to put the Lord back on the throne of my inner kingdom. So I always notice that there's a lot of resistance within me, man. There's a lot of like internal war breaks out, right? Specifically, I can feel it around the mind area, right, or the head area even, right? So it's almost like the physical mind will not let go of the throne without a fight, right? So for me, it feels like, it feels like the war breaks out within my inner kingdom, right? Whenever the rightful king comes for the throne, right? It's almost like the war within the inner kingdom, or like the inner rebellion is triggered by the physical mind, right? The physical mind, in a desperate attempt to stay in power, right? To stay in control of your inner kingdom. It doesn't not want to let go of its power, right? So even me personally, I experience lots of like things like inner discomfort, anxiety, and like negative thoughts, negative feelings even, right? Lots of negative energies and a lot of mental, it's almost like mental blocks. Everything like comes out more intensely, right? It's almost like a rebellion is triggered within, right? So I was just thinking yesterday that the characteristics of the physical mind, whenever you want to attempt to put the Lord or your higher self back on to bring it back into the throne, right, or take back the throne almost, right? The characteristics is almost similar as the Cersei, right? Cersei Lannister from Game of Thrones, right? And her characteristic on how how she will do anything or whatever it takes, right, to stay in power, stay in control, right? Whatever it takes, right? She will not let go of the throne without a fight, right? No matter what sacrifice she has to make, right? So it almost feels to me that the physical mind acts in that manner, right? Anyways, just something for you all to think about, right? Peace out.